Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reassembling the head on this 1FZFE for this 1997 Toyota Land Cruiser. What'd you do?
We squeezed the nipple.
Bad boy. If you've been following along for a while, you know that it's been like over 2 years since we've really touched this thing. So we're going to be back on it. Now that our 2017 LX570 is gone, the garage is a little cleaned up. We got tons of space, and my son and I are going to be working on it. How old were you last time we touched this thing?
Like 10.
10? I think you were maybe 9. How old are you now?
12.
12? What grade you in?
7th.
7th grade. All right. Do you remember working on this thing much?
No.
What do you remember?
The trumpets.
The trumpets? What were the trumpets? So everybody knows.
The valves.
The valves. You pretended they were trumpets. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. All right. Let's get back on this thing. It's 3 years older. How old do I look now?
Like a grandpa.
Apparently I've aged some. All right, we've got 24 brand new OEM springs from Toyota. We have 24 valves that are in there that we finished lapping last time manually with valve lapping compound. 24 brand new OEM valve stem seals are in there. And we've got all of the retainers right here, brand new from Toyota. And we're gonna be reassembling these one by one. So the bottom side, the valves are all in. You can see the stems sticking out right here. I'll show you how these go together. I took one of the valves out right here. We've got our valve spring, and this is the keeper, the retainer that goes on top of it. And if you look real closely, you'll see there's a little tiny groove in the valve stem, right? So when this valve is inside the head, this will sit about up here. So you're gonna have to compress it in order to get to where the little groove is exposed on the valve stem. Now, once you compress it, the variety of compression tools you can use, I'll show you which one we're using here in a second. You're gonna take your little tiny retainers, these guys, they come in 2 pieces, like a half moon shape. And if you look inside it, there's a little groove that pokes out. Let me see if we can show you. You see that little part towards the bottom of the video that extends out? That will go upwards. And that will sit inside the groove on the valve stem. So, if I can demonstrate for you here, I've got the groove facing upwards, and once it gets there, you can see that it sits in the groove, and this retainer right here, or keeper, whatever this is called, will sit against that, and it'll hold those inside that groove, and that and the pressure outwards, with those being tapered, will hold this assembly from coming off. That's what keeps the spring and the retainer and those little retainers all in place, and keeps the valve in its position and keeps the valve shut with the force from the spring. So, easy to show you with none of this in the cylinder head. We're gonna do each one on the cylinder head, and I'll show you how that works. I've got my valve back in there from the bottom. We're gonna start on this one at the very end. I'm gonna grab my new OEM spring and the top. I'm gonna drop it down on there, and as you can see, it doesn't go low enough to expose the valve stem. So let me show you what tool we're gonna use. All right, this is what we're gonna use. It's a very handy tool. Anytime you do a cylinder head, it's awesome to have one of these. I got it off of Amazon. Other places you can buy it. There's probably different brands too. I'll put a link down in the description to the exact one I purchased, and you can purchase your own. What's this thing called, Aiden?
A nipple squeezer.
A what?
A nipple squeezer.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that, but let's just say that's what it's called. You see the 2 ends here are a little bit different. This one goes on the face of the valve, so this will go underneath on the face of the valve, and this top one is gonna push down on the spring, and you can see it's open on the 2 sides so that you can put those little tiny retainer clips in. First thing you wanna do is open this up, uncompress it, right? And get it on there and see what sort of adjustment you need to make. This guy here can extend or go either direction. And the same with this one here. You've got a lot of room for adjustment. So we're gonna make some quick adjustments, make sure it's set right, clamp down on the top of the spring, and make sure that we've got the spring pushed down far enough so that we can get the little retainers in there and we've got enough room to work with it. And once we do, I'll show you how those go in. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
We squeezed the nipple.
Bad boy. That's about where you want it. You don't want to bottom it out so the spring's all the way compressed. That's plenty of space. We've got enough room to easily get the little retainer clips in there. And then once we do, we'll let off the clamp and it should seat in there correctly and hold everything in place. How do we do, eh?
We did good.
We did good? Yep. All right. Together, we got all of the valves, the springs, the keepers, retainers, all of that in there. We've got brand new OEM Toyota valves, brand new OEM Toyota springs, brand new OEM, whatever those are, the little retainers and the tops. Everything is brand new on the cylinder head. It's ready to go. Thanks for following along. What on earth is that? Kids, what is this one? Oh my God, these boys. Oh my God, my boys are hilarious. Anyway, thank you for following along. On the next video, we're going to get the buckets, the shims, the cams installed, get all the clearances set correctly, get them bolted down, and at that point, we'll have the cylinder head essentially fully assembled and ready to bolt onto the motor. So follow along, check out the next video. In the meantime, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.